Gail Pennington joins us, television critic, STLtoday.com. Good morning, Gail Pennington.
Good morning, guys.
All right, we need a little primer for last night's Mad Men.
Oh gosh, I need to watch it again or or read a couple of recaps because it was so surreal. I'm not sure what really happened. Do you think all that really happened?
Okay, well. So I had to go back and watch it 3 or 4 times. First, let's start with his quote-unquote niece, who was his wife's daughter, first wife's daughter.
That's Don Draper's wife's sister's daughter.
Okay, who's Don?
Remember Anna?
Anna was his girlfriend, right?
No, Anna was married to the real Don Draper.
The real Don Draper.
Okay, right.
She was the widow of the real Don Draper. Her name was Anna Draper.
Okay, and Don took his identity when he changed his life over.
And Anna died, right?
He became very close to Anna. Very close to Anna. She was the closest person in the world to him.
Right.
She knew. She was the only one who knew.
And
she
this
died,
is the
right?
daughter.
She died of cancer.
Right.
And this is her niece, Anna's niece.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when
Don knew her. She was there when Anna died, and he went out.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. So so why does Don's wife now throw her away? Why did Don's wife push her off?
Because she's beautiful, and Don cares about her, and Megan was jealous.
Oh, Megan was. Megan's turning into a little bit of a vixen. I don't like her anymore.
Well,
then they had that threesome.
Desperate Megan to do anything to get more of Don's attention.
Yes, including invite another woman into the bed.
Which was not the right move, Megan. It just wasn't.
No, it was a bad move all the way around.
Right.
Did you, while I'm watching this threesome on AMC last night, where
they didn't show very much.
Well, they showed 2 women kissing.
Right.
And they showed 2 women sort of jumping his bones, right?
In a sort of dark, blurry way.
Yeah, okay, but they did show 2 women kissing, right?
That's not new.
No. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. The same weekend, people were freaking out. ESPN was showing 2 men kissing. Nobody had a problem with 2 women kissing on Mad Men.
Well, isn't that life?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just find it interesting. That's all. Okay, and then what was the deal at the end when I'm watching this the whole time and I'm like, I gotta call Gail. I'm totally confused. So the Philip Morris thing, he goes in to tell them I can do Philip Morris, right?
He has strategy. He has that was a strategy, and I'm not sure exactly where it's going yet.
Okay.
But to sort of one up the company by knowing something he wasn't supposed to.
All right.
And be so brilliant and generous that maybe the cigarette company would
realize
okay
what a
it.
genius he is. Okay.
Because Gail, I just can't believe that he's still there. So do you think he's looking at a bigger picture? Is he plans to maybe take over the company, or
I think he can still. I think he still thinks it can go back to the way it used to be. But if he looks around himself, it can't. Nothing. The computer in the break room is the biggest evidence that nothing is ever going to go back the way it used to be, even if he goes back to the way he used to be.
Right. And Ginsburg just totally freaks out. Clearly.
I did not expect Peggy to open the box and find what she found.
No, I did not.
What?
She found his nipple.
Whose nipple?
Ginsburg's
Ginsburg.
nipple. He cut his nipple off and gave it to her, which is out there. That was out there.
He had a breakdown. He had a complete breakdown.
He did have a breakdown.
He kind of annoys me anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of that, John.
He has a new sitcom on NBC next fall, by the way.
Oh, that's why he cut his nipple off. By the way, John Hamm was seen, and Twitterati had him at the Ritz Saturday night.
He was going to do some stuff with his family and friends after the party.
After the John Burroughs thing, yeah.
After the John Burroughs thing.
Yeah, good. All right, so good. All right.
He took selfies with approximately 500 people.
500 of his closest friends at the Ritz-Carlton.
My selfie with him is the only one in which he made a funny face.
Oh.
What? Wait, you met him. You have a selfie with him.
Oh, I first interviewed him in 2001. I've known him for a really long time.
Yeah,
you guys go way back.
Before he was John Hamm. right?
He was John Hamm. Then he was on a show called Providence.
I remember that show.
Providence with Melina Kanakaridis.
He was in that show?
Yeah, he played the fireman who fell in love with her sister.
I remember him there.
Interesting. Plot thickens. All right, let's get to some other stuff. What should we look out for this week?
Well, lots of season finales. Everything that doesn't end its season this week is going to end its season next week. Fox has a terrible new game show, improv comedy show on Tuesday called Riot. I thought it was just the silliest thing I've ever seen.
Well, silly works.
Steve Carell is an executive producer of it, and they play sort of improv games on a tilted stage. Why?
Well, that's like that game night in America with.
But that's 100 times funnier than this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. So avoid Riots on Tuesday on Fox.
Did you guys, I guess, didn't watch Rosemary's Baby last night?
No, I missed it. How
I
was
watched
it?
bits and pieces of it. It made me anxious. I couldn't watch it.
How was it?
I think it's really dull and unnecessary.
Sounds to me like that's a weird TV show. It sounds to me like it's a movie.
It is a mini-series. It concludes Thursday.
Oh, mini-series. Now they're back into this thing, mini-series. All
They
right.
are. Mini-series are really big again.
Can you explain to me how Grey's Anatomy is still going on?
Exactly.
No, but
How
they
is
just
that?
signed the entire cast for 2 more seasons.
What?
Yeah. Everybody, including Patrick Dempsey, who wanted to leave so badly.
They must be making a
And
fortune.
then
off that
Isaiah
show.
Washington came back for
But
an
that
episode,
was
right?
really overhyped, didn't you think, considering he came back for 5 minutes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right, fair enough. And then I think the biggest news of the week is that Barbara Walters is leaving The View.
She's leaving The View, and she's leaving ABC News.
Oh, my
she's
God.
So they're
really
saying goodbye to her on The View on Friday, and then on Friday night they have a big special, like a retrospective of her career.
So she's retiring from ABC.
She's retiring, but you know what? If they have a big interview they want her to do, I bet you she's going to come back.
Yeah. Speaking of all these rumors, what about the rumor of Katie Couric coming back to the Today Show?
I think the Today Show is so desperate that they would actually consider it, but I don't know if Katie Couric would.
Yeah.
I heard that she may be filling in for Savannah Guthrie for maternity.
Well, that's how it all started, because poor Deborah Norville went on maternity leave, and she stole her job that time.
What's Bryant Gumbel doing?
What is Brian Gumbel doing? Gail Pennington, when can we read you? When can we see you?
I'm going to have a retrospective on Barbara Walters in the Friday Go section, and then A&E Sunday. I'm going to recap all the big schedule announcement news this week.
I might call you middle of the